And we are live. What is going on, everybody? We have a great game matchup tonight. It is going to be the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings. Once again, thanks everybody for stopping in. Before this stream gets going, be sure to drop a like on the stream so we can get some more people in here. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Phoenix is, so Phoenix is favored in this game. We'll see what's going on with that, but Phoenix is favored by 3.5. That's the line right now. I'll be giving you guys up-to-date play-by-play. I'll have the scoreboard going. Those stats will pop up for you here momentarily when the game gets going. But it's going to be a good one, so be sure to stick around. Sure, you can be a mod, Isles. No problem, my guy. I see you in here all the time. I got you. All right. Hold on. Let's get this. Okay. All right. Once again, thank you everybody for stopping in. I appreciate it. Okay. No problem, Isles fan. I got you. Okay, we are gonna get going here shortly. 7:54 right now, my time. Game is starting at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. So we should be getting going here in the next right around 5-6 minutes. Once again, thanks everybody for stopping in. We're getting going here in a little bit. Again, the line tonight is Phoenix is favored by 3.5 points. And for injuries, we have Abdel Nader, Dario Saric. That one's important. And Jalen Smith out for the Suns, which is interesting because that's like their whole forward group, really, when you look at it. But it's very, very interesting to see what they're going to do with these injuries, the Suns. The Kings are looking relatively full. We saw them beat the Nuggets in their last game, or actually not the Nuggets, but that was their first game. Incredible play at the end of that game. Yeah, last game they beat Phoenix 106-103. Both close games, 124-122 and 106-103. Interesting. So once again, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. Our goal for tonight is to get to 175 subscribers. And like the stream so we can get some more people in here. And also, tell me in the chat, who are you rooting for tonight? Both of these teams are looking pretty good to start the season. The Suns beat Dallas, and Dallas absolutely smacked the Clippers today, so that was interesting to see. You don't usually see that. All right. Again, we should be getting going here in just a little bit. Usually the NBA games run a little bit late, but it's no worries. Okay. Okay. Make sure to like the stream if you haven't already. I'm just going to look up the channel. Yes, and also, I know that Isles fan just threw it in the chat. Make sure you go subscribe to mine and Little Man Knows Sports' other channel. It's called The Jazz Huddle. We do all Utah Jazz content on there. I know nobody in here is probably a Jazz fan, but still fun to be subscribed to that. We make content all the time. We were live last night. It was a very, very fun stream. So, yeah, be sure to do that. Okay. I'm live, getting a live look at Devin Booker. See what he can do tonight. Suns are one of my favorite young teams. I love watching these guys. Miles Bridges is an absolute beast. Make sure if you haven't already to hit that subscribe button. Did we win yesterday? No, we lost to the Timberwolves. It was a very, very close game, though. It was crazy. We had 85 people in the chat at the end of the game. It was a heck of a game to commentate on. Okay. What's up, everybody? Thank you for stopping in. Right now we got 5 people in the chat. That'll get bigger in a little bit here, though. Again, the game's getting started here in probably 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in, though. I appreciate it. The Suns and the Jazz are my 2 favorite teams to commentate on, so see how it goes. Remember, put in the chat who you think is going to win. We're going to have a really good game. I'm excited to see Sacramento get out and run. Suns have some interesting guys on their team, too. Chris Paul going to be leading the charge tonight. And Devin Booker. Devin Booker averaging 24 points a game this season. De'Aaron Fox with 22.5 for the Sacramento Kings. In the rebounds category, we got DeAndre Ayton for the Suns leading them with 10. And Marvin Bagley leading them with 10 point, or Marvin Bagley for Sacramento with 10.5. Assist-wise, Chris Paul has 8.5 a game, which is really high. And De'Aaron Fox has 7 a game. De'Aaron Fox is really solid, by the way, so I'll be excited to see him get some minutes tonight. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. I appreciate it. Getting going here in just a sec. Oh, Abdul Nader is going to be participating in the game. My favorite NFL team is the Browns. I got a beanie over there. Yeah, my favorite NFL team is the Browns. Phoenix Suns win 96-88. It's a good prediction. I think they'll be a little bit more high scoring than that. These teams are both very good at scoring. All right, let's see. I just want to make sure that Sir Cardinal's not doing this one. I don't think he is. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in once again. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We are going to get going here in just a couple minutes. Shoot around going on for both of these teams right now, by the way. $159 subscribers is our number right now, so we're trying to get 15 more tonight. The Kings are 2-0 for the first time since 2003. Buddy Hield playing really well this season, by the way. Okay, he's doing the Nets game. Cool. So we should have this one locked up. It just depends on how good of a game it's going to be. We'll see. Again, thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Appreciate it. De'Aaron Fox is going to have a test tonight. See if he can do it back-to-back and have really good games back-to-back. See how he does. Devin Booker, by the way, had 26 points in this last matchup, which was last night. De'Aaron Fox had 24 points last night, 7 for 14 field goals, 10 for 21 for Devin Booker. Very solid. What's going on, Davor Reed? Thanks for showing up tonight. I appreciate you. Did the Browns clinch the playoffs? I think we did, yes. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the standings in a while, but we're in the playoffs for sure. 6 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I appreciate you, my guys. Sacramento versus Phoenix. Gonna have a good game tonight. Game getting going here in just a sec. Make sure to stick around. We're gonna have a really good stream. How's everybody doing tonight? I appreciate everybody coming in to watch. Last night for me, I commentated on the Jazz game. That was a heck of a stream. Had around 4,000 people view that one. That was a sweet, sweet stream to be a part of. I do know Little Man Sports. In fact, I am partners with Little Man Knows Sports, and you can check out our channel. It's called The Jazz Huddle. We do those games together, and actually Addison's going to be doing the Jazz game tomorrow. I did the one last night, but we have a channel together. I make a lot of the videos, but overall, it's we are the tag team of the century, both commentators. All right, starting lineup should be coming here soon. I'll let you know when I know them. Also, the Sacramento Kings Arena is stunning. It's a cool spot. National anthem being played right now. Again, thank you everybody for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Suns are favored to win this game. Hey, Isles, could you throw the link to the Jazz Huddle in the chat again? So that Devor can go subscribe to that one. Appreciate it. Yeah, so you can see the money line right there and everything. Suns lost this last matchup, but Abdel Nader was just, they said that he is coming in on the PA in the arena, so he will be playing for the Phoenix Suns. That's very big for them. They need him. I don't know if Jalen Smith is going to play today. Thank you, Owlspan. Appreciate it, my guy. Yeah, go subscribe to that one, Devor. That's my channel with, that is with Little Man Knows Sports. All right, let's get it going. National anthem just finishing up. Packers are winning 12-0. How is Brown playing? That's all I really care about in that game. Getting a look at Jay Crowder, former Utah Jazz player and the Heat. Love Jay. Strong guy. Dario Saric is not playing as far as I know. I'll keep you updated on that. But as far as I know, he is not playing. But Abdel Nader is playing for the Suns, so that is good. Langston Galloway, by the way, you gotta love him. 6 people in the chat. Make sure, if you haven't already, to like and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a really good stream tonight. Make sure to get it out. Nets are losing by 8 in the fourth. Okay. I'm guessing that Sir Cardinal is probably going to do the Lakers game, which is coming after this, or actually in the middle of this. Starting lineup should be coming for me soon. It takes a minute for them to do it. By the way, NBA games run late, so it probably is starting around 8:10 or 9:10 if you're in the East. Pacific, I think it would be 6:10 if I'm correct. Okay, thank you, Isles fan. I appreciate that, my man. Okay. They're introducing starting lineups. Unfortunately, I can't hear them. For some reason, they don't connect the PA to the one. They're winning 18-0. It's such a weird score. 8 people in the chat now. Make sure you like and subscribe before we get going. We're trying to hit 175 today. Right now we're at 159. Make sure to hit that sub if you haven't already. And also, thank you for that like, whoever liked. Appreciate it. Sounds good, Owlspan. Buddy Hield is actually starting for the Kings now, since they no longer have... actually, no. Never mind. That's normal. He is starting. 19-0. Okay. Thank you. All right. Marvin Bagley, the forward, starting. I love Bagley, man. He just got to stay uninjured. If he stays healthy, then he's going to be very good. All right, everybody. We are getting going here in just a minute. Make sure you stick around. We're going to have a really good game tonight. Thanks for hopping in, Dave War. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and also subscribe to the Jazz Huddle. That's important. That's our all Jazz channel with me and Little Man Knows Sports. So Little Man and I, we do the Jazz games and we make Jazz content and stuff. That channel is called Little Man Knows Sports. It should be up in the chat. If you can't see that though, the link to that, just look up the Jazz Huddle on in your YouTube search bar and it should pop up. We got a huge stream last night, like no joke. There was 85 people in at one time at the end of that Timberwolves game. It was big. We should have another big one tonight. Hopefully this stream does pretty well. I don't think anybody else is doing it right now, but I haven't streamed on this channel in a while, so we'll see. All right, starting lineups for tonight. For the Suns, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, and Jay Crowder. And for the Kings, it's going to be De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Rashawn Holmes, Harrison Barnes, and Marvin Bagley. Buddy Hield starting right there. All right, everybody. Getting going here in just a sec. I'm going to throw you guys down here so you can see live stats, live lineups, all that. All right. Harrison Barnes, love watching him. He's really fun to watch. Interesting. This is a back-to-back game for these teams. Rashawn Holmes ready to go up for the tip. All right, tip-off is coming here. And Holmes and Ayton go at it, and it's going to go to the Suns. Ayton wins that tip. Now here goes Paul. Paul guarded by Fox up top. Looking to get it to Booker. Gets it to him up by the logo. All right, there you go. Now you got your stats. Now Booker tries to get it to Paul. It's going to be stolen by De'Aaron Fox. Fox lobs it for Holmes and the finish. Nice dunk right there. Rashawn Holmes starting off for the Kings. Now here's Bridges on the other end. Guarded by Harrison Barnes. Gives it to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Bridges goes inside. Goes outside to Booker. Booker wants to pop it. Goes back inside. Now to Ayton. Ayton is going to be fouled underneath. That one's going to go on Bagley. He's got to be careful with fouls. You don't want to get too many early. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Make sure, if you haven't already, please like the stream and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Now, here is Ayton up top. Gives it to Booker. Booker working up top on Holmes. Got a nice switch outside to Jay Crowder for 3. That one rims in and out. Rebounded by Bagley. Bagley makes his way up the floor for the Kings. Here he goes driving, loses the ball, and it's going to go the other way. He lost it, just went off of his hands, nobody else. Suns ball now. Here's Paul. Chris Paul crosses half court, guarded by Fox up top. Fox goes down to Ayton, and Ayton loses it. Now here's Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield for the Kings. Gets a screen from Bagley. He's going inside, and a lob for Bagley. Bagley somehow caught that, and a nice jump hook for Marvin Bagley. Really good forward and center pair for the Kings here. Now here's Mikal Bridges. Guarded up top by Harrison Barnes. Gives it to Paul. Chris Paul got his switch onto Bagley. Bagley's a pretty good defender, though. Now that's almost going to be a turnover. Paul gets it back. He takes a step-back jumper, and that one's good. Nice job by Chris Paul right there. Sticking with his shot. Now here are the Suns. De'Aaron Fox crossing half court. Fox with the ball now goes inside, and his layup, nice, easy bucket, goes inside and gets the finish. Fox got on the scoreboard quickly. Now here is Ayton for the Suns. Gives it to Bridges. Bridges going inside. Step back Jay. That one's good. Here's Fox crossing half court. Fox up by the logo. Gives it to Rashawn Holmes. Holmes gives it back to Fox. Fox pops a three, and that deep three is no good. Going to be rebounded by the Suns. Here's Ayton. Ayton gives it over to Booker. Booker going down low. Step back Jay is no good by Booker. Now here comes Sacramento. Fox with the ball. Now here's Barnes. He takes a three. That one's no good, in and out. Going to be rebounded by Ayton. Ayton gives it over to Paul. Paul crossing half court now. Here's Ayton. He shoots a three. That one's good. Nice shot right there by DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix with a 1-point lead early. Now here's Fox. Fox gives it down low to Bagley. Bagley spins. Jump hook is no good. Going to be rebounded by Paul. Paul gives it to Crowder. Outside to Bridges. Bridges. The three is good. I love Mikal Bridges, man. Very solid. He's already 2 of 2 from the floor. The Suns on an 8-0 run to start this game. Now here's Rashawn Holmes up top for the Kings. Hand off to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield working his way inside. Step back. Fader. No good. Is going to be rebounded by Ayton. Here's Chris Paul. Chris Paul hasn't been amazing this season. Had a lot of assists, though. And Paul takes his jump shot. That one's short. Going to be rebounded by the Kings. Now here's Fox. De'Aaron Fox might shoot this three. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But he goes inside. Passes it down low to Buddy Hield. Finds him wide open. And Buddy Hield finishes the reverse layup. Nice job right there. Here's the Suns. Booker up top. He gives it over to Chris Paul. Chris Paul gives it to Mikal Bridges. Bridges pull-up shot is no good. That's going to be rebounded by the Kings. Here's Fox. Fox going inside, and that's going to go off of Ayton. And that's going to be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Suns. 8-10. Sorry, I added an extra point. I think the Kings are actually going to the line now. Can't imagine that they're in bonus already. Oh, they are in bonus already. Maybe they are. Oh, they call it a shooting foul. That's why. Who has the home court advantage? This game is in Sacramento. It's not much of a home court advantage, but it is in Sacramento, yes. De'Aaron Fox at the line. His first one's up and good. Second one on the way, and that one's good too. 2 for 2 from the line there for De'Aaron Fox. Great free throw line shooter. And here comes Chris Paul going to work on the other end. Gives it down low to Ayton. Ayton back out to Chris Paul. Chris Paul gives it down low to Ayton, and Ayton goes up with his shot, and that one's good. Nice floater right there by Ayton. And that's going to be a timeout on the floor. The Suns take it. Suns up 2 early on. Buddy Hield had a nice play right there. Scoring all over for the Kings. We got Rashawn Holmes with 2, Marvin Bagley with 2. Harrison Barnes hasn't scored yet. De'Aaron Fox has 4, and Buddy Hield has 2. Mikal Bridges on the Suns with 5. DeAndre Ayton with 5. Chris Paul with 2. And Devin Booker is scoreless. We know that he can score in stints, so we'll see what happens at the end of that. But very good, very good. Remember to like the stream so we can get some more people in here. $11 people in the chat. Thank you for everybody stopping in. I really appreciate it. We got a good game so far. 12-10 is our score. Suns already in the lead, looking pretty good. Mikal Bridges, one of my personal favorite players. I love watching this guy. Very solid. Last night, Sacramento won 106-103 versus the Suns. A back-to-back. Probably the first one in the NBA schedule this year. Interesting to see that. We don't normally see that. 3-point percentage for Phoenix is already 66.7%. Sacramento shooting a 0% clip. I think the only person who's taken a 3 is actually they have 2 people. It's Barnes and De'Aaron Fox. But for the Suns, Bridges nailed a 3 and Ayton nailed a 3. And Jay Crowder missed one. Jay Crowder kind of shoots flat, though, so it's not always on target. Remember to chat who is your favorite team in this game. Who do you think is going to win? And also remember to like the stream if you haven't already. And be sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Let's go Nets. Isles King for life. Or Isles fan for life. Yes, sir. Nets are looking good this year. Well, of course they are. They have 2 superstars. We'll just see how they fare throughout the season because we know that there's been issues with teammates not really liking to play with Kyrie, but I think that this is going to work out fine. Elijah the GOAT says Suns are winning. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I think that this is a pretty tight matchup. It always has been. Here's Bagley for the Kings. Very versatile because he's so fast as a forward. Bagley backing down on Bridges. Gives it outside to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield works his way inside. He's guarded by Ayton now. Got the switch he wanted. Kings really good at getting switches. Now kicks it outside. Here's Joseph for 3. That one's good. Nice shot right there by Joseph. Here's Chris Paul for the Suns. Not a very deep team, the Suns. Down to Ayton. He's guarded by Holmes. Bridges with the ball now. Bridges goes inside, and he fades away. That one's going to be no good. Rebounded by Bagley. He gives it to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield, step back 3 is no good. Rims in and out. Not great shooting from either team right now. But Buddy Hield, can he change that? Yes, he can. Buddy Hield gets his own rebound. Gets back and hits another 3. Nice job by Buddy Hield right there. Putting the Kings back in the lead. Now here's Chris Paul. Chris Paul goes inside, and his J is no good. Going to be rebounded by Holmes. Pushes it down to Joseph. Joseph gives it down to Bagley. Bagley spins. Jump hook is good. Smooth finish right there by Marvin Bagley. Playing with great patience. Marvin Bagley. Here's Ayton up top for the Suns. Booker with the ball now. He's quiet. Hasn't scored yet. Now here is Crowder outside. He can't hit for 3. And now here's Joseph. He goes inside. His floater is good. Joseph. Nice job right there by Joseph to get the Kings up an 8-point lead. Here's Paul. Paul going down the floor for the Suns. He goes up with his shot, and that one's good. 14-20 now is our score. There's not really any way to watch it. Private R back. I just live in a place where it's not blacked out. Joseph goes inside, gives it to Holmes. His shot is good. He kind of pushed it, but it still went in. But if you would like to, you can stick around. League Pass does have an issue with that. I can't watch Minnesota Timberwolves games or Denver Nuggets games, which is unfortunate, but that's what it is. I'm a Jazz fan, so I'm okay, though. Buddy Hield goes up, or Booker goes up, and he's going to get fouled by Buddy Hield. So that's going to be an and one. Buddy, I don't know if that was a foul. Looked like he was pretty straight up right there. Rashawn Holmes, though, very versatile. That's somebody that is a very, very valuable player for this Kings team. Frank Kaminsky checks in for the Suns, and also Cam Johnson and Cameron Payne check in as well. Halliburton, the rookie from Iowa State, checking in for the Kings, and De'Aaron Fox, Bielitsa, and Whiteside are in right now. Here's Hassan Whiteside working on Kaminsky. Whiteside spins, and his hook is no good. Gives it to, and that's rebounded by Johnson. Going to go to Booker now. For the Suns, Booker driving. Looking to shoot, but he doesn't. Gives it to Cam Johnson. He shoots his three, and that one's wet. Cam Johnson nails his shot from outside. Now here on the other end for the Suns. Gives it down low to Whiteside, and Whiteside's going to get fouled right there. He'll go to the line for two. Whiteside's bounced around since he was the star in Miami. Now he is on the Sacramento Kings. It does have all games, but it does have all games, but it's not. Yeah, you're not able to watch them sometimes. But Hassan Whiteside misses his first free throw. He's got one more left. Again, our sub goal is 175. Please, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you dropped a subscribe. We got 13 people in the chat right now. And Hassan Whiteside misses both free throws. It's not very characteristic of him. He's not a great free throw shooter, but we don't usually see him miss both. Now here's Cam Payne. Gives it outside to Booker. Booker gets a screen from Kaminsky. Goes inside. Now outside to Mikal Bridges, the good shooter, and he nails it. 22-22, or 23-22, sorry. 23-22, Suns are in the lead by one. There's going to be Sacramento ball off of a whistle out of bounds. It was touched by the Suns. Looked like it might have been off of De'Aaron Fox, but it'll stay with him. Now here's Bielitsa for the Kings. Gives it to Fox. Fox shoots his three. Ice cold, the Sacramento Kings from three, as De'Aaron Fox misses that one. Booker goes inside, splits the defense, gives it outside to Mikal Bridges. The hot streak on shooting. He misses his shot. Now here's Bridges. Not Bridges, Bagley. Bagley gives it outside to Halliburton, and Halliburton gives it outside to Bagley. Bagley hits his shot. That's going to go as a two. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor called by the Suns. They want to talk it over. 23-24 is our score. A tight game. We got 2:36 left in the first quarter. 14 more subs. That's all we need? Dang, that's solid. $162 is what we're at right now. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that like button so we can get some more people in here. We should have a fun stream tonight. And make sure, if you haven't already, hit that notification bell if you want to see more content like this immediately. Timeout on the floor. Marvin Bagley with 6 points for the Kings. Halliburton just checked in a minute ago. He has not scored yet. Joseph has 5 points, and Fox has 4 points. Cam Payne for the Suns has not scored yet, but Cam Johnson just hit a 3 a moment ago. So he is at 3 points. Frank Kaminsky, 0 points, and D-Book has 3 so far. Not a very great night for Devin Booker so far, but I'm sure that he will warm up through this game. Mikal Bridges already has 8 points, one of my favorite young players on this Suns team. In fact, he is my favorite player on the Suns. I'm really excited to see Tyrese Halliburton, though. Halliburton is pretty sweet. Can't watch the local games. Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird how League Pass does it, but I'm not able to watch Minnesota games, Denver games, all of those. I can't watch. Even though I don't have Minnesota games on my TV subscription, so weird. 2:36 left in the first. Our score is 24-23. The Kings are in the lead, but they are not looking very solid from 3 right now. 33.3%. That's not enough to win a game. We'll see how they do though towards the end of this game. I love Marvin Bagley, man. If this guy can just stay healthy, then I think he's going to have a really, really solid career. And make sure to put in the subscription, if you guess the score exactly right, you get $5. That's true. That's something that me and Little Man have been doing. If you guess the score right, you get $5. So make sure to put it in the chat and stick around. Now here's Javon Carter for the Suns. He gives it to Booker. Booker over to Johnson. Back down to Kaminsky. Kaminsky shoots his shot. That one's no good. Going to be rebounded by Bjelica. He gives it up to Fox. Fox going across half court. Now gets a screen from Bagley. Bagley gets the ball now. Looking to get it to Halliburton. Can't find him. Bagley getting smothered. Gives it outside to Fox. Joseph goes up with his shot, and he's going to be fouled. I think it's better. I think it's better this way. This is more like the ESPN scoreboard, or it's more like one of the major network scoreboards. They usually have them like this. And Joseph hits his first from the line. Make sure to put those score predictions in the chat. Joseph, free throw 2 of 2 coming here in just a sec. We got 2:03 left in the first quarter now. Here is Whiteside checking back in. DeAndre Ayton also checks in for the Suns. Joseph's second one is up and good as well. 26-23 now. Joseph having a very solid game to start here. Now here are the Suns. Payne gives it to Carter. Carter tosses it to Booker. Booker working inside on Halliburton. Halliburton, a very good defender. Now Booker goes inside and swatted by Hassan Whiteside. Great play right there by Hassan Whiteside to get to that ball. Wow. He's got very good blocking attributes, so that's good. Cam Johnson gets inside, and he misses his layup. That one's also swatted by De'Aaron Fox that time. Now here's Joseph. He goes inside and gives it down low to Whiteside, and Whiteside has the finish this time. Sacramento Kings playing good basketball to start this game. Here's Payne outside. He's going to shoot his 3. That one is good. Love Cameron Payne, too. Good player for the Suns. Here's Whiteside now. Fox now with the ball. Fox outside guarded by Ayton. Again, the Kings really good at getting the switches they want. Gives it outside to Halliburton. Halliburton will shoot a three. That one's good. Halliburton, the rookie out of Iowa State, hits the deep three. Bringing the percentage for threes for Sacramento up to 42.9 right there. Now here is Cam Johnson. Gives it down low to Ayton. Ayton steps back, gives it back to Cam Johnson. He goes inside, back to Ayton. Now out to Payne. Payne goes inside, and his scoop is up and in. Nice shot by Cam Payne. 28-31 is now our score. We got 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's up top Halliburton. Halliburton gives it down to Whiteside. Whiteside guarded by Ayton. Now back out to Halliburton. Halliburton goes inside, tries to scoop. Looked like he was fouled. He was. That's a blocking foul. That one will go on Cam Payne. Halliburton will go on the foul line. The Kings are in the bonus, so he'll have 2. Halliburton, the rookie, playing with a lot of poise right now. It's very good. And his first shot at the line is good. Halliburton already has 4 points in this game. Hit a 3, and that's his first free throw that's good in this one. Second one coming here in just a sec. 32-28 is now our score. We have the second shot is up and good for Halliburton, by the way. 10 seconds left to go. Booker's got the ball. Booker passes it way over to Javon Carter. Now here's Cam Payne. He goes inside, swings it outside to Cam Payne. Not enough time. And the Suns cannot get the ball off. That's going to be a shot clock violation on them. And that's going to be the end of the first. Halliburton out of the blocks fast. Has 5 points already in this game. Halliburton looking like a really good rookie. Remember, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 175 tonight. And also, hit the like button on the stream. I would really appreciate it. Some good first quarter highlights here. A very good pass to Holmes came early. Let's take a look at some stats real quick. Joseph already has 7 points. Halliburton with 5. Fox with 4. Fox will get loosened up offensively, and he'll start making shots. We got Whiteside with 2. And Harrison Barnes has not scored yet. DeAndre Ayton has 5. Javon Carter has 0. Javon Carter's a three-point shooter. He hasn't had any looks at all to shoot. Now here's Cam Payne. He had 5 points in the first quarter. Johnson had 3 points, and Booker had 3 points as well. He got those on an and one. We're at 162. Be sure when you subscribe to put it in the chat, and you will have a shout out waiting for you. Abdullah Amir, what's going on? Reacting to Kawhi Leonard getting injured while the Clippers try to get their revenge on the Nuggets. Yes. How was that video? Remember, if you haven't already, to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Once again, thank you for everybody being in here. I really appreciate it. We got 12 people in the chat right now. Remember to put in the chat Who do you think is going to win this game, and what do you think the final score will be? Now here is the start of the second. Outside for Cam Johnson. He nails his three. That was a deep one by Cam Johnson. Johnson nailed that one. 31-33 is now our score. 31-35, sorry. Here go the Kings inside. They're going to miss that shot. There's going to be a foul. That one's on DeAndre Ayton. He fouled Buddy Hield. He'll go to the line for 2. Gotta love Buddy Hield. Great player. Buddy Hield at the foul line. He's got 5 points so far tonight. Hield's shot at the foul line is good. He's got one more coming. 36-31 is now our score. We got 11:09 left to play in the second quarter. That one is up and good by Buddy Hield. 37-31 now is our score. We got 11:08 now to play. Here's Javon Carter. He gives it way over to Chris Paul. Chris Paul gets a screen from DeAndre Ayton. He goes inside. Now outside to Javon Carter. Back to Chris Paul. Chris Paul looking to drive. Got ISO on Hassan Whiteside. Gives it back to Javon Carter for 3. He didn't call bank, but it was a bank. There he goes. The 3 by Javon Carter with a bank. Here's Bielitsa up top for the Suns. Gives it outside to Halliburton. Halliburton at the logo. Goes inside. His floater is clean. Nice job by Halliburton. Got 7 points so far. Halliburton. Love watching him. Here's Ayton. Ayton looking to go inside. Gives it to Cam Johnson. Johnson fades out. Now gives it down low to Ayton. Back to Johnson. Johnson pulls a step back J, and that one's good. There's also going to be an and one on that. Whiteside got up in his face. Oh, so it'll be 2 shots. They called it before. I'm pretty sure 30. I think they might review this and reverse it, but I couldn't tell you. No, it's right. Yeah, okay. 36-37. Yeah, okay, that's right. So they did call it an and one. Now here's Buddy Hield. He gives it to Barnes. Barnes driving inside. Pops a floater. That was a bad shot. Doesn't go in. Rebounded by Paul. Gives it to Ayton. Here's Johnson. Johnson gives it back up to Paul. Paul goes to work and gives it down low to Ayton. And he's going to miss a point blank shot. Now out to Bielitsa. Bielitsa. He can shoot, but he'll drive. He'll go inside and throw up a shot. That one's an air ball. Going to be rebounded by Ayton. Now here's Bridges, gives it to Paul. Paul gives it to Bridges, goes inside, and the finish by Mikal Bridges. And there's going to be another timeout. 39-39 is our score. Make sure you stick around. We got a good one going right now. 9:22 left in the second quarter. We are all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it a lot. If you like what you're seeing, remember, that subscribe button is a big one. Make sure you hit it. 162 is our number. We're trying to get to 175. Let's see if we can hit that tonight. If everybody subscribed, we'd be a lot closer to that. Devin Booker has had a slow start so far. Only 3 points for Devin. Hasn't been the same where he's had the ball all the time and been able to do what he does best. He'll get back to that, though. Devin Booker scored 70 points last night. I don't know if you guys remember that. He's a very solid player. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. We got 12 people in the chat right now. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate it. Still at 162 right now. Thanks for stopping back in, Isles. I appreciate it. How much time is left? Well, right now we're in a commercial break, but at the moment there is 9 minutes and 22 seconds left. Hassan Whiteside, again, an acquisition by the Kings. Trying to rewrite his story. Hassan Whiteside, he played quite a while ago in Sacramento. In Miami, he played very, very well. Coming off the bench, which is a very big change from what he used to have. He used to be the star in Miami, but Miami wasn't very good when he was the main player there. But it is very important to have him on their bench. Here's Halliburton for the Kings, getting started again. 9:16 left to play now. He's going to be fouled by Javon Carter. And the Kings will get the ball back. All right, everybody. We are getting going again here. There's a tip off of a jump ball. It's going to go to Halliburton. Now here's Barnes. Gives it outside for Robinson. Robinson gives it to Halliburton. Halliburton for 3. Don't leave that man open, but he misses. And that one's going to go off of Ayton. It'll stay with the Suns. Halliburton inbounding for the Kings. Gives it out to Buddy Hield for 3, and there's an offensive foul right there. That one's going to go on Holmes. Not sure about that, but it's all right. Now here is Chris Paul. He goes across half court. Gives it over to Javon Carter. Chris Paul working back again against Buddy Hield. Now Chris Paul gives it over to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson can shoot. And he'll go inside. Now back out to DeAndre Ayton. Ayton gives it out to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges looking for a lane and gets it. He shoots a 3. That one's no good. Back out to Paul. He gets the rebound. Ayton sets a screen for Paul, and Cam Johnson goes inside. He's got a lane. Can't finish, though. He'll be fouled. Not sure about that, but it's a foul on Holmes. Holmes had 2 quick fouls right there for the Kings. He already has 2 fouls. That's the only 2 fouls he's had, but still, got to be a little bit more careful than that if you're Richaun Holmes. Again, right now we have 8:19 left in the second. Johnson's first at the line is up and good. (40-39) is our score right now. The Suns up on the Kings. Second one is up and also good for Cam Johnson. 41-39 now. We got 8:16 left to play in the second, by the way. Here's Halliburton up top. Guarded by Johnson. Halliburton looking for space. He gets it. Pull-up J is no good. That's an air ball. Rebounded by Paul. Paul working his way down the floor for the Suns. Goes to work on Robinson. And Robinson can't defend it, but Chris Paul misses his jumper. It's going to go to Hield. Hield on the other side for the Kings. Buddy drives, kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes goes inside, and Oh, nice finish by Harrison Barnes. The shifty finish. 41-41. This is a really tight game. Here's Javon Carter. Javon Carter gives it outside to DeAndre Ayton. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes gives it to Halliburton. Halliburton works his way inside. Gives it to Hield. Hield looking to go inside and does. Steps back and his shot is good. Buddy Hield with that smooth stroke putting the Kings up by 2. And there's going to be another timeout on the floor. Constant timeouts by both teams trying to stay in this game. 43-41, 7:15 left to play in the second quarter. YBX Silly. Don't know who that kid is. I definitely wasn't playing 2K with him like an hour ago. Definitely not. All right. We got 7:15 left to play in the second. The Sacramento Kings up 43-41. Glenn Robinson III checked in a couple minutes ago for the Kings. He has no points so far. Rashawn Holmes has 4. He's 2 for 2. Buddy Hield 3 for 5. He's got 9 points. 1 for 2 3-pointers for Buddy. Harrison Barnes is 1 for 3. He's got 2 points. Had a nice finish, though, right there a couple seconds ago. Halliburton has 7 points. He's 2 for 4 field goals. 1 for 4 3-pointers. Had an air ball a second ago, but he's looking pretty good. Sacramento has 2 total turnovers. Basically no turnovers in this game. Only 3 total so far in the first half. And for rebounds, Sacramento's in the lead with 4 more than Phoenix with 11. Field goal percentage, Sacramento 59% from 3, or 59% in total for Sacramento, 48% for 3. Dang, that's pretty solid. 1 million subs for being on an island for a week. Hey, shut up, Alberto. Coming at you, bro. Better be scared. Okay. Okay, we are coming out of the timeout now. Bielitsa is going to inbound for the Kings. Waiting for this inbound. I do not look like a redhead. All right, everybody, here is Bielitsa with the inbound. He's going to give it to Paul. Chris Paul going to work on De'Aaron Fox. He crosses half court now. De'Aaron Fox gives it to Booker, or Chris Paul gives it to Booker, sorry. Booker goes inside. Looking to go outside, and he goes inside to Chris Paul. Chris Paul was bottled up, gives it outside to Kaminsky III. Kaminsky goes inside, and he can't finish. Rebound by Barnes for the Kings. Score is 43-41, 6:48 left in the second quarter. Here's Fox. Here's Hield. He goes inside, and the scoop is no good. Going to be rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Bridges running the other way. Gives it outside to Paul. Wide open for 3, but he doesn't decide to shoot it. Kaminsky with the ball now. Looking for Booker. Gets it to him. Booker tries to pass it to Kaminsky, but that's going to be a turnover for the Suns. Here's the Kings. Fox goes inside. His J is no good. That's going to be an air ball, but a foul. And Fox will go to the line for 2 more. That's his 3rd and 4th from the line coming up. Again, we got 6:16 left to play. (41-43) as De'Aaron Fox misses the first of 2 right there. Fox. He's going to shoot his second of 2 right here. Yes, do what Alberto says. You got to subscribe, everybody. Fox, his second one at the line is up and good. Now here are the Suns. Campaign up top. Payne looking for Crowder, gets it to him. Crowder goes to Booker. Booker outside. Booker looking to go inside. He could pop a 3 here, and he won't. He'll give it over to Langston Galloway. Galloway step back is good. Elbow step back for Langston Galloway right there. Nice shot. Here's Buddy Hield. The Kings up by 1 right now. Gives it down low to Bagley. Bagley looking to spin. Gives it outside to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield for 3. No good. Going to be rebounded by Jay Crowder. And here comes Payne. Payne going inside. Gives it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky spins. Goes back outside to Jay Crowder. Now outside for Langston Galloway. Steady shooter. He knocks that one down. Nice and easy. Yeah, the chat is dead. Everybody get in the chat. Start chatting. We got De'Aaron Fox. Now Robinson goes inside. Fox looking to go inside. And that could have been a charge, but they didn't call it. Fox gets a nice finish. Tough finish right there by Fox, but he gets it to go. Right over Bagley. Well, not right over Bagley. Right over Jay Crowder. Now here's outside Booker. Booker guarded by Holmes, and there's going to be an offensive foul on 6'7" playmaker point guard. Isn't that literally Ben Simmons? That's literally Ben Simmons. Now here is De'Aaron Fox up top at the logo. There was an offensive foul on the other end. 46-46. 4:31 left to play. Rashawn Holmes get the ball down low, and he's going to go up. He's going to get fouled on that shot. I'm not going to get on, YB. Yeah, these kids are trying to get me to play 2K. You guys got to convince me to stay. The only way to convince me to stay is to subscribe. We are at 163 right now. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Rashawn Holmes at the line. His first one is up and good. He's got a 74-3. Yeah, so what? He still can't shoot in the park no matter what. 74 isn't good enough, 3 in the park. And Rashawn Holmes hits 2 of 2. I like him as a center. He's very, very good. Now here's Payne. Payne gives it to Langston Galloway. Langston Galloway gives it down low to Booker, who has not shot very much in this game. And Kaminsky bricks a shot from down low. Fox with the ball now. Gets a tough finish. Can't finish. Going to be rebounded by Booker. And there's going to be a foul going against Sacramento right there. And now here is Payne. Gives it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky gives it to Crowder. Crowder to Payne. Payne looking to go inside. He goes up, and the finish is no good, but he gives it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky finishes on the putback, 48-48. And now Holmes goes inside, and he loses the ball, but he was partially blocked, so it's going to stay with the Kings. 48-48 now. 3:38 left in the second, nearing halftime. Now here is De'Aaron Fox to inbound for the Kings. Gives it outside to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield behind the back pass to Bagley for 3. Got it. From downtown, Marvin Bagley III nailed the deep three. Now here is Campaign. Campaign looking to give it to Booker and does. Booker up top. Gets a screen from Kaminsky. Goes inside and outside to Bridges for three. Can he hit it? No, he cannot. Going to be rebounded by Barnes, and he turns it over. Campaign with the steal. Gives it down low to Booker. Now to Crowder. Crowder gets the finish. 40-31. Oops. What would it be? 50-51. I actually had the wrong number right there. $50-51 is our score. We got 2:54 now left to play in the second till halftime. Here's Booker. Booker gives it to Ayton down low. Ayton with the tough finish right there. Nice play. 52-51. Phoenix by 1. Very tight game we got on our hands. Here's Fox. He goes inside, gives it to Bagley, and Bagley can't finish. Going to be rebounded by Ayton. Here is Paul on the other end. Paul gives it down low to Booker. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Nearly blocked by Buddy Hield. But Booker finishes the bucket, and it's going to be a timeout on the floor called by the Kings. 54-51. We got 2:28 left until halftime. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 175 subscribers tonight. Okay. Suns will be top 4 in the West. We'll see. I don't know if they're top 4 material. I think that they're definitely playoff material, though. All right. A good game on our hands so far. 54-51 is our score. We got 2:28 left to play in the second quarter. Suns looking good. Kings looking pretty good. Buddy Hield with 9 points. A low-scoring game, though, to start. I was expecting a more high-scoring game than this, actually. Buddy Hield with 9. De'Aaron Fox with 7. Marvin Bagley with 9. Harrison Barnes with 2. By the way, Marvin Bagley just hit a very nice 3 for the Kings. And Joseph with 7. That's who's on the floor right now for the Kings. And for the Suns, we have Mikal Bridges with 10 points already in the first half. Very good. Now here's De'Aaron Fox. Gives it over to Buddy Hield. He has not made one from 3. Maybe one of them. He's 1 for 4 from 3. 25%. That's not going to cut it. And here's Crowder on the other end for the Suns. Gives it to Ayton. Now down low to Booker. Booker goes up and scoops it. That one's no good, though. 2:05 left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Fox going inside. Step back is no good. Going to be rebounded by Ayton. Gives it to Paul. Paul driving. And there's going to be a whistle on De'Aaron Fox. Was wrapping around. I'm not sure. That was an off-ball foul, though. He was wrapping around somebody. Again, both teams trying to facilitate a lot of switches here. Trying to create some good space for their players. Here's Booker up top. Been quiet so far. Only 3 points. Actually, 5 points for Booker. Gives it outside to Crowder, and that one's no good. Gonna go outside off of a rebound to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges for 3. Can't hit. And that's going to go to the Suns. It was a tip out on that rebound. And that will go to the Suns. Now here is Fox. Fox gets a screen from Joseph. Looking to go inside and does. Throws it up for Bagley. And Bagley is going to be fouled. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. We got 16 people in the chat. Actually, 17. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. If you haven't already, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Once again, we're trying to get to 175 subscribers tonight. Here's Buddy Hield. He gives it over to Joseph. Joseph passes it over to Fox. Fox wants to go up with it but doesn't. Gets a screen from Barnes and goes up, and the hook, not the hook, the lay-in by Fox is good. 53-54 is now the score of this game. Now here's Paul. Paul gives it to Booker. His fadeaway J is good. Nice shot by Booker. Keeping this game real tight. 56-53 is now our score. We got 44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. De'Aaron Fox holding the ball. Wants to get all of this shot clock used up. Go for a 2-for-1. Gives it down low to Bagley. Bagley, can he get the finish? No, he cannot. It's going to be Paul with the ball now off of the rebound. Chris Paul crossing half court for the Suns. Guarded by Joseph up top. Looking to get it to Booker and does. Booker guarded by Fox. Booker goes down low and his scoop is no good. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes throws it to Fox. Fox going outside to Vance Joseph and he can't hit his shot. Not Vance Joseph. Okay. And Jay Crowder to inbound for the Suns here. Gives it to Paul. Paul guarded by Fox. Splits the defense, but he loses the ball. Paul's on the ground. He's shaking up a little bit. Paul's good, just was a little slow to get up. I can't stream the game, Carlos, due to copyright rules, unfortunately. I cannot stream the game. It would get taken down. I would if I could, but I can't. Sorry about that. But if you are willing to stick around for some good live play-by-play and stats and analysis, please do stick around. And halftime, we will go to 53-56 at the end of the second quarter. Heading into the third quarter, this is going to be a very good game. Again, the Suns were favored in this game by 2.5 points. Which is interesting because the Kings beat them last time. But we'll see how it goes. 14 people in the chat right now. Make sure, if you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. We're trying to get to 175 subscribers. Yeah, we can't stream the game, unfortunately, due to copyright rules, but I promise I would if I had the ability to. All right, everybody. Going into halftime, we'll take a look at the stats now. Mikal Bridges already having a very solid game for the Suns. Jay Crowder with 2 points so far for the Suns. These are the starters. Mikal Bridges had 10 points. DeAndre Ayton had 7. Chris Paul with 4. Devin Booker with 7. Devin Booker had a pretty slow start. He was 3 for 7 on field goals, but it honestly didn't feel like he had the ball in his hands that much. No, it's with everybody. It doesn't matter how many subs you have. Frank Kaminsky with 2 points for the Suns. Cam Johnson with 11. Javon Carter with 5. And Cameron Payne with 5. Javon Carter with 3. Sorry, he had a nice 3 in the first quarter. Langston Galloway has 5 points. One of my favorite players on the Suns. Very, very consistent scorer for them. Now for the Kings, we have Rashawn Holmes. He has 6 points so far. Marvin Bagley has 9. Harrison Barnes with 2. De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield have 9 points so far in this game. And Bielitsa has 0. Glenn Robinson also with 0. Hassan Whiteside has 4 points. And Joseph and Halliburton have 7 points for the both of them. Again, thank you for stopping in, everybody. We're having a great stream tonight. It's going to be a good rest of this game. Make sure, if you haven't already, to please hit that subscribe button and that like button. If you like what you're seeing, maybe you can hit that notification bell as well. We're aiming for 175 tonight. Right now we're at 162. Again, thank you, everybody, for being in here. Kyle Guy had a good game last time out against the Kings, or against the Suns, I mean, for the Kings. %100 free throw wise for the Suns so far. And for the Kings, it's 78%. And in total, they are shooting 47.5% from the floor for the Kings and 47.8% for the Suns. It is halftime. We will be getting going back here in a few minutes. Make sure to stick around. If you haven't already, please do like the stream and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And if you do, tell me, I'll give you a shout out for sure. Going to be coming out of halftime here in just a little bit. Make sure you stick around. Make sure to put in the chat, who do you think will win this game, and what do you think the final score is going to be? I want to know what your predictions are. We'll be getting going here in just a little bit. Thanks, everybody, for being in here once again. Make sure you subscribe before we get going with the third quarter. Got a good game on our hands right now, 56-53. Gonna be good. Make sure you're putting in the chat your thoughts on the game so far. Put in, what are you thinking is gonna happen? If anybody plays fantasy football, I need to know how good Carlos Davis is doing so far. 0.0 points. Wow. Well, I'm already going to win my matchup anyway, but sheesh. Make sure if you're heading out, make sure you come back at the end of halftime. We'll keep going with this stream. Again, 53-56 is our score. We're seeing very strong performances from a lot of players. One guy that we haven't seen a lot of is Devin Booker so far. We will see what happens with that, but interesting to see Devin Booker not playing very good. And make sure, if you do have Instagram, make sure to go follow the Instagram. We'll have lots of stuff going on there. I would appreciate it a lot. That tag is up in the left-hand side of your screen. Backcourt NBA _YT. And remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Let's see if I can. Also, I have my personal Insta in there if you want to follow that. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. We are getting going here with the third quarter in just a little bit. Probably be another 5 minutes before we get going again. Make sure to stick around. We are getting going here in just a minute with the third quarter. All right, everybody. So put in the chat, what are your thoughts about this game so far? I want to hear. I'll react to all of them. James Harden getting minutes for the Rockets. All right, everybody. Some very good highlights so far in this game. The Suns, both of these teams like to run it quick. But we'll see how they play it in the second half. It was a very close game last time. 103 to 106 was the total score. So we will see what happens at the end of this game. All right, everybody. We are getting going with the third quarter soon here. Let me know who your favorite player from both of these teams is. For me, on the Suns, it's Mikal Bridges, and on the Kings, it's Buddy Hield. Actually, it could be Tyrese Halliburton now, but we'll see. We'll see. Depends on if he can prove himself. All right. Once again, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. I know somebody in here is not subscribed. We got to try to get to 175 tonight. We are at 160 right now. YBX Silly re-enters the chat. Thank you for stopping back in, YB. I appreciate it. 56 to 53 again is our score at halftime. Remember, if you haven't already, before this second half gets going, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you like this content, make sure you hit those two things. All right, everybody. Should be getting go here in just a second. Shoot around taking place now for both teams. The Kings still cannot shoot threes right now. Not looking fantastic from there, but other than that, they've been playing a really good game. Sorry for putting you in timeout, Kobe. I didn't mean it. All right, everybody. We got 10 people in the chat. We are heading into the third quarter just here shortly. If you're coming back after your halftime break, thank you for returning. We are getting going here in just a second. Got 15 likes on the stream. Make sure you're hitting that button if you haven't already. Trying to get to 175 subs. We're at 161 right now. Make sure to comment when you subscribe. I'll get you guys with that shout out. Make sure you put in the chat, who do you think is going to win this game? And who do you think is going to be the highest scoring player? That's a good one. I think it's probably going to be... I think it's going to be Mikal Bridges. That's my guess. Third quarter getting started in just a second here. Again, already, De'Aaron Fox has 3 assists. Buddy Hield with 2 of those. And 2 of those for Joseph as well. 4 assists for Ayton. 8 for Chris Paul. Already off to a hot start with passing. And Devin Booker with 4 so far in this game. Again, thanks everybody for stopping in. Cam Johnson leading the Suns in points. 11 for him. He's 3 for 4 field goals, 3 for 3 free throws. Marvin Bagley the third with 9 points, 4 for 8 field goals. I love Marvin Bagley. Very, very solid player. As long as he can stay healthy, he's going to be very, very good for Sacramento. We also have Tyrese Halliburton. He has 4 assists for Sacramento, which is very, very good considering he's a rookie. I love myself some Halliburton, man. He's very, very solid. All right, I'm going to get it changed to the third quarter, and we are getting going here now. Let's see what happens in this game. It's going to be an interesting finish. Make sure you are sticking around. All right, everybody, here we go. We are getting going with this third quarter of basketball. All right, everybody, here we go. Bagley to inbound for the Kings. Gives it to Hield. Now back to Fox. Fox crosses half court. De'Aaron Fox gives it to Barnes. Barnes going inside, and he traveled, but he'll be fouled. They'll call it an and one. Nice finish then by Barnes. Looked like he traveled, but he did not. That was just a really good Euro. That'll fool you. Good basketball for Sacramento early this year. Looking very good. And Barnes nails his free throw. That's going to be 56-56. We're all tied up. We got 11:43 left to play in the third. Fresh second half. Here's Jay Crowder. Gives it to Paul. Now down low to Mikal Bridges. He'll be fouled by Barnes on the other end. 11 people in the chat. Make sure if you haven't already, put that score prediction in the chat right now. And also, throw that subscribe button. Yeah, and let me see you hit that. There we go. Richaun Holmes gets a steal, and he gives it to De'Aaron Fox. Bad pass right there by the Suns. Fox gives it down low to Bagley. Can't finish. Nearly gets his own rebound, but can't. And Crowder comes away with it. Crowder going down low, gives it to Ayton. Ayton handoff to Chris Paul. Chris Paul gets some space. Free throw line jumper is short, no good. Going to be rebounded by Ayton. Now back to Paul. Paul gives it over to Crowder. Crowder gives it down low to Ayton, and Ayton is going to look to spin, but he can't. And here is Buddy Hield. He gets the ball back, goes inside on Paul, gives it outside to Fox. Fox is going to travel with it. Doesn't usually do that. 56-56. 10:55. Another turnover for the Kings, and it's going to go to the Suns. 14 people in the chat now. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And there's a miss by the Suns, rebounded by Richaun Holmes. Now here's Hield. Hield gives it over to Holmes. Top of the key, three-pointer. And now here is Bagley down low. He's going to get the ball stripped. It'll stay with the Kings, though, off of the Suns. Marvin Bagley wanted to flush that ball. Couldn't get it up. He's had issues with that, losing the ball down in the post. Here's Fox. Very young team, Sacramento. Now here's outside. A three by Buddy Hield. We need to see some more of that from him in this game if the Suns want to pull away. Or if the Kings want to pull away. Now here's Ayton. Ayton's going to give it over to Booker. Booker goes back down low to Ayton, and Ayton loses it. Can't grab it, and it's going to go back to Sacramento. Now here's Hield up top for the Kings. Hield looking to get some space and does, but he's going to throw it down low to Bagley. Nearly loses it. He's got the ball, though. Goes inside, spins, and can't get the jump hook to go. Going to be rebounded by Chris Paul. Chris Paul on the other end. Takes a three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Bagley. Bagley gives it to Hield. Buddy Hield over to De'Aaron Fox. He goes inside. He can't finish. Now to Paul. Paul going down low, up and down right there. That's a big charge right there by Chris Paul. Pushed off De'Aaron Fox. Good job by Fox to get right in front of him. Stop him from getting past him. Celtics lost to the Pacers. That's interesting. What was the outcome of the Suns game? I don't know. Now here is Fox. De'Aaron Fox gets a screen, goes inside, tough finish, and he gets that one to go. De'Aaron Fox helping the Suns pull away here on the Kings. Now here's Booker up top. Booker looking at Bagley. Booker pulls up for three. That one's no good. Going to be rebounded by Bagley on the other end. Gives it to Hield. Hield crosses half court. Gives it down low to Holmes. Holmes loses it. Going to be rebounded or stolen by Crowder. Now here's Booker on the other end. He shoots another three, trying to find his rhythm. That one short. Rebounded by Booker, though. He goes inside, looking to get it outside now. Dumps it down for Ayton. Ayton can't grab it. It's going to stay with the Suns. 56-31 is our score. We got 8:47 left to play. Now here is Chris Paul with the inbound. Gives it to Bridges. Bridges has had a solid game. 10 points so far for him. Now Paul goes inside. His lay-in is good. Good job to keep the Suns within reach after a quick mini run right there by the Kings. And Ayton gets a swat down low on Fox. And Crowder loses the ball. And that one's going to go out of bounds. He slid out of bounds. So that one will go to the Kings. Turnover by the Suns. Here's Fox. Gives it to Hield. Hield gets some space. He'll shoot a step back three. That one's good. Buddy Hield showing that three-point stroke early in the second half. Buddy says, let's go to the Kings. They're ready. They have their foot on the pedal. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. We are in a commercial timeout right now. Make sure to also put that score prediction in the chat and hit that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Trying to get to 175 tonight. I need all of your guys' help to get there, though. We got 13 people in the chat right now, by the way. 14 now. Thank you, everybody, for being in here. Remember, if you haven't already, hit up that subscribe button. I would appreciate it a lot. $58-64 is our score. We got 8:16 left in the third quarter. DeAndre Ayton has 12 rebounds. Cam Johnson has 11 points, leading the Suns. Very dispersed scoring for them. Everybody on that team looks like they're scoring. Buddy Hield has 15 right now. Marvin Bagley has 7. De'Aaron Fox, with 4. Interesting. Also, let's check and see what the score of the New York game was. New York beat the crap out of the Bucks. What? Yo, that's crazy. The Knicks ate the Bucks up. Julius Randle is looking like an all-star this year. He's looking very, very solid. 17 people in the chat. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Let's see what the scoring was. Bradley Richardson coming into the chat. What's up, my guy? My man. Chris Middleton and Giannis still had a really good game. That scoring is crazy. They play everybody, the Knicks. Alec Burks had a huge night. 20 people in the chat. Thank you for being in here. I appreciate it, everybody. Buddy Hield coming out to a hot start in this second half. I'm going to switch us back over to our game. But very, very good second half start for Buddy Hield. He's shooting threes and he's knocking them down. That's what the Kings need if they want to pull away. 64-58, looking like they might have a chance to do that right now. Now here's Chris Paul. He's going to get fouled by Fox right there. De'Aaron Fox, that's his third. Got to be careful now with his fouls. 18 people in the chat. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 175. Chris Paul gives it to Ayton. Ayton at the top of the key. And Booker slid down, but Ayton's going to get a roll. He spins. Jump hook is good. Nice shot right there. DeAndre Ayton keeping the Suns within reach. 60-64 is now our score. We got 7:46 left to play in the third quarter. A big lob to Marvin Bagley, but Bagley is fouled on the play. He'll go to the line for two, I'm guessing. I think they'll call that a shot. It could have been on the floor, though, depending on how they ref this. I don't think they're going to call it as on the shot. I think they call it on the floor. Bagley gives it out to Fox. Fox looking to go inside, gives it to Hield. Hield going inside and tosses up his shot. Another bucket for Buddy Hield. Strong start for Buddy coming into the second half. Now here's Chris Paul. Chris Paul gives it to Crowder. Crowder going inside, gives it to Bridges. Bridges works his way inside. Looking for a lane, but cannot find one. Gives it outside to Crowder. Now down low to Ayton. Ayton. Fadeaway is no good by Ayton. Going to be rebounded by Barnes. Gives it to Fox. De'Aaron Fox going to work on Chris Paul. Here's Bagley down low. Bagley spins, fades, air ball. Going to be rebounded by Ayton. Now here's Chris Paul down low for the Kings. Out to Mikal Bridges for three. Got it. Mikal Bridges. That's good basketball right there by the Suns. That's what they need. Now here is Holmes inside with a putback dunk for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, very versatile about getting that ball into the hoop when it's down low. Now here's Ayton. He gives it to Booker. Booker up top. He's been relatively quiet in this game. Only 7 points for Booker. Holmes is whistled for a foul on the other end. Cam Johnson checks in for the Suns. Also, Glenn Robinson is checked in for the Kings, and Joseph has 7 points in this game. He just checked in for the Kings as well. DeAndre Ayton playing a pretty good game so far. He's got 9 points, 4 for 8 field goals, shooting 50%. Now here's Booker. Booker going inside. He pops his shot, and that one's good. They're going to need some Booker magic in order to win this game. Just his 4th field goal of the game right there for Booker. 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists for him. Holmes has the ball now for the Kings. Gives it to Joseph. Joseph gets a screen from Holmes, and he'll toss it up, and he'll get fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. Pelicans going all the way. You know, I can see it happening. They're a very good team. 17 people in the chat. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to the channel. If you like this kind of content, best option is to subscribe. Joseph at the line now. Joseph out of Ontario, Canada. His first shot is good. 69-65 is now our score. And here is Joseph with his second shot at the line. And that is up and good. Joseph, a very good shooter at the line. 70-65 is now our score. We got 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Payne with the ball now for the Suns, driving quickly, and he goes up, misses a point-blank layup, but Ayton gets the rebound, gives it back out to Bridges. Bridges goes inside, back out to Payne, back to Booker for 3. Got it. Booker showing up here in the third quarter. Now here is Hield for 3. That one's no good. Rims in and out. And there's going to be a whistle and a foul. That one will go on Glenn Robinson III for the Kings. 15 people in the chat now. Make sure, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 175 on the night. Holmes and Barnes will sit down now for the Sacramento Kings. Tyrese Halliburton and Hassan Whiteside come in for them. Here's Payne. He gives it down low to Booker, and Booker will be fouled, trying to stop him from scoring the Kings. 68-70. We got 5:23 left to play in the third quarter. Once again, thank you everybody for being here. If you haven't already and you like this content, you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And Devin Booker at the line. His first one is up and good. 69-70 now is our score. Could make it a tie game right here, Devin Booker. Devin Booker with 13 points and 4 assists. He's 5 for 12 on field goals. Hasn't shot too much in this game. Again, Devin Booker at one point last season scored 70 points, believe it or not. 70-70, we are all tied up again in this third quarter. We got 5:18 to play. Now here outside is Tyrese Halliburton. He gets some space, gives it to Hield. Hield back outside to Tyrese Halliburton, wide open for 3. Got it. Tyrese Halliburton, the rookie out of Iowa State, nails his three-pointer. That was a deep one, too. Here is Cam Payne. He gives it over to Booker. Booker looking to go inside. Fades. He shoots, and that one's short. Rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Gets an offensive board for the Suns. Out to Cam Johnson for 3. That one's good. Cam Johnson evens up the game at 73-73. 20 people in the chat. Make sure, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Glenn Robinson with the ball. Gives it over to Joseph. Joseph, guarded by Payne, gets a little bit of space, and he loses the ball, but there's going to be a foul on the Suns right there. They're going to call that one on Payne. That's going to be his third personal foul. Buddy Hield has had a pretty good third quarter so far. 6 points for him this quarter. He'll check out. Now for the Kings, it's going to be Glenn Robinson III, Joseph, Tyrese Halliburton, Marvin Bagley III, and De'Aaron Fox. For the Suns, it's going to be Langston Galloway, the knockdown shooter, Frank Kaminsky, Cameron Payne, Cam Johnson, and Devin Booker. Now here's Fox for the Kings. Fox looking to go inside. He's going to get fouled. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Must have wrapped. Looks like he wrapped around Cam Johnson there. Now it's going to go to the Phoenix Suns. Here's Cam Payne for the Suns. Looking for Kaminsky down low. Can't get it to him, but he can get it to Booker. Booker goes down low. Wraps back out. He's up, guarded by Bagley now. Gives it to Cam Johnson. Deep 3 is no good. Going to be off the back of the rim. And it's going to be rebounded by Joseph with the board. Fox goes down low, and he's going to get fouled. It's going to be a charge. 2 offensive fouls in a row for Fox. That's his 4th foul. They're going to have to be careful about how they play him. Luke Walton calls for a timeout, and they're going to talk things over. 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and we have a tie game at 73-73. It's a close one. Make sure you stick around. We will head to a commercial timeout. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Trying to get to 175. Right now we're at 161. If you guys could help me get there, I would really appreciate it. Come on, Phoenix, says Abdullah Amir. Yes, sir. I think that they can win this game for sure. Sacktown. Yes, I love I love Buddy Hield. There was this crazy video where March Madness back when they played it at the Houston Texans stadium, and apparently the 3-point shots were off because of the wind in that place. And this was back when Buddy Hield played for Oklahoma. Buddy Hield was nailing threes from every single spot imaginable, and other guys weren't even able to hit one just because of that environment. It was very, very interesting. But I love Buddy Hield. I love watching Sacktown. Love De'Aaron Fox. They play fun basketball. No kidding. 26 people in the chat. If you have not already, please do hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 175 subscribers tonight. 161 is our number right now. Let's try to get that up at least to 170. I know we can do it. Help me out. And who do you think, put it in the chat, who do you think will win this game? Is it going to be the Suns or is it going to be the Kings? B-Beal, D-Book. Yeah. D-Book, I'll take D-Book over Bradley Beal, but that's just me. I'm taking D-Book for sure. D-Book for sure. I love Devin Booker, man. He's very solid. Very good player. 28 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Phoenix going to be a problem. The CP3 effect. I haven't seen it this year. To be honest, I haven't really seen it this year, but it's definitely there. He has, right now, 8 assists. He hasn't had any in the second half, though. 1 turnover for him. 4 assists for Fox, but he has 2 turnovers, so that's not as good of a ratio. 8 to 1 is that ratio for Paul. He does have a ridiculous average on assists. Going to be an unsuccessful challenge right there. The coach challenged the foul on De'Aaron Fox, but that one is going to stay. Now here is Halliburton. He'll go to the line for 2. Tyrese Halliburton, by the way, 14 minutes, 10 points, 3 for 5 on field goals, 2 for 3 3-point field goals, and 4-0 assist to turnover ratio. He's the rookie out of Iowa State. Imagine that. A rookie having those stats. That's very solid. First one from Fox at the line. Sorry. That one is up and good. 74-73. We got 4 minutes left in the third. And the second one is also up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Payne. 74-73 is our score. 3:56 to play in the third. Cam Payne gives it down low to Marvin Bagley, Frank Kaminsky, and Frank Kaminsky with the finger roll. He finishes that bucket. 75-74. The Suns in the lead. Now here's Fox. He goes down low, kicks it outside to Robinson. Robinson, step back J is no good. That's off the back of the rim. And rebounded by Booker. Booker running the floor now. He goes inside. Somehow got that finish to go. Incredible finish right there from Devin Booker. The Suns having a little mini run of their own. Now here is Joseph outside for the Kings. Gives it to Fox. Fox gives it to Bagley down low. He spins and his jump hook is good. Bagley very versatile on the floor. Now here is Cameron Payne on the other end for the Suns. Cam gives it to Johnson, back to Cam Payne. Now he goes inside, back outside to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson goes outside to Langston Galloway, and he just hit an and 1-3. Langston Galloway, the knockdown shooter, just hit the craziest 3 I have ever seen. I love Langston Galloway. Wowee. Langston Galloway, huge contest right there. He got fouled, nailed the big 3-point shot for the Kings, or for the Suns, I mean. 76-80, the Suns looking to pull away here. Important free throw right here for Langston Galloway. Warriors won a game-winning shot by Damian Lee. Wow. I know, Galloway is super underrated. That's totally right. I didn't know that he averaged 10 points last year. By the way, his and 1 free throw is good. We got 30 people in the chat. What is up, everyone? Thank you so much for stopping in. If you're new to the channel and you like this content, be sure to subscribe. Fox gives it up to Bagley. He's at the top of the key. Looking to go inside. Bagley's guarded by Booker. Big mismatch right there. Halliburton goes inside. Somehow gets a crazy finish Tyrese Halliburton eating up this Suns defense. 78 to 30 or 78 to 81, sorry. 2:11 left to play in the third quarter. Campaign takes a three, and that one's no good. Going to be rebounded by the Kings. Now here's Halliburton. Goes over to Fox. Fox back to Halliburton. Now here is Glenn Robinson. Robinson gives it out to Joseph. Joseph gives it cross court to Fox, and Fox is going to have another offensive foul. Oh, boy. That's his fifth foul right there. And he's going to take a seat. Buddy Hield will come in for De'Aaron Fox. That's not good. Fourth personal foul right there for De'Aaron Fox. Too bad. And here is Campaign for the Suns. Payne gives it over to Booker. Booker gets a screen from Kaminsky, looking to go inside. Finds Cam Johnson on the outside. Cam Johnson goes inside, and the and one by Cam Johnson. Taking the contact, throwing the ball up, and putting it in. Cam Johnson with the finish. Love Cam Johnson, man. Leading scorer, or close to the leading scorer for the Suns. He has 16 points, tied with Devin Booker for the lead. 78 to 83, the Suns looking like they might be able to pull away here at the end of this game. No Dario, no Jalen Smith. Yeah, Dario Saric is out, Jalen Smith is out. We had not seen Abdel Nader, the former Thunder forward, which is interesting, but kind of expected. Here is, for Phoenix at the line, Cam Johnson for the and one conversion attempt. And he puts it in. 84 to 78 is now our score. Cam Johnson, a great player for the Suns. Very valuable. Now here is Joseph on the other end. Gives it to Fox, and Bridges knocked it away. And that's going to go off of the Kings now to the Suns. Suns get the ball back. The Kings have got to start playing some offense here if they want to get back in this game. They're definitely in it, but they're not in it right now. Here's Payne. Payne gives it down to Kaminsky. Kaminsky looking to get it over to Bridges, and does. Bridges with a nice finish for the Suns. Great play. Got right around Buddy Hield to finish that. Now here's Buddy Hield up top for the Kings. Hield goes inside. Tough finish. Can't get it to go, and Holmes can't get that offensive rebound. Now here are the Suns. Devin Booker, we got under a minute to go in the third quarter. He passes cross court to Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne looking to go inside. Gives it down low to Kaminsky. Kaminsky fakes. Puts it up and in for the Suns. And a 10-point lead for the Phoenix Suns. Now here are the Kings. Joseph down low for the Kings. He pops his jumper. That one's no good. The Kings cannot get anything to go right now. Now here is Devin Booker for three. That's a deep one, in and out. Very, very close right there to going in. And Hield has the ball now for the Kings after that miss. Here's Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield wants a screen. Looking for some ISO. Buddy Hield has 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Goes inside, loses the ball. Another turnover by Buddy Hield. Goes down to Cameron Payne, and Cameron Payne can't get the finish. He'll go to the line for two. Cameron Payne will head to the free throw line with 4.9 seconds left to go in this third quarter. A 10-point lead for the Phoenix Suns. Not looking like a good third quarter for the Sacramento Kings. Started off very hot, though. Shai, Jaylen Brown, and Jamal can all be all-stars. I definitely think that Jaylen Brown is going to be an all-star. I think that Jamal Murray will as well. Shai, we'll see how they play. Tomorrow they play the Jazz. By the way, we will be live on the Jazz Huddle. If Isles Fan for Life is in the chat, please throw that link into the chat. I would really appreciate it. That is our other channel. That's my collaboration with Little Man Knows Sports. 89 to 78, as Campaign hits his first one from the line. Second one from the line is on the way now from Campaign, and that one is up and good. 90 to 78 now. This game was just blew wide open by the Suns. Fox with a crossover gives it out to Hield, and that's going to be another offensive foul. And Fox has his 5th foul. That's his 4th. That's his 5th personal foul. Several offensive fouls here for De'Aaron Fox. That's unfortunate. They shouldn't have subbed him in. There was only 4.9 seconds left to go. They could have avoided that. And now here is the Suns with the last play in the third quarter. Gives it down to Kaminsky. Now down to Booker, and that's a turnover. But it won't count for anything. The buzzer runs, and that is the end of the third quarter. Heading to the fourth quarter now. We have a good game on our hands. We're going to see if the Suns, or if the Sacramento Kings can make a comeback to end this game. T-Wolves are down 23. 9 minutes to go. Wow. Really? Who are the T-Wolves playing right now? The Lakers? Oh, wow. Sheesh. That's not good for the Jazz. Jazz lost to them last time. Let's switch this. We are heading to the fourth quarter now. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Remember, our sub goal for this stream is to get to 175. I know we can do it. We're within 10. We can get to it. 161, so we're about 14 away. If 14 people in here subscribe, we can get there. Make sure if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button if you like the content you're seeing. If you're new to the channel, I do basketball streams all the time, do a lot of commentary, and I'm happy to do it for you. But I really appreciate it when you subscribe. The Lakers leading 50-27 over the Timberwolves. Not a good look for the Timberwolves. They just beat the Jazz yesterday. Second quarter in that game. Getting close to half. Wow. I didn't think that the T-Wolves were going to lose that bad. Come on, Kings. Yeah, I don't know, Ashton. It's going to be a tough time for them to come back in this. But we'll see if Buddy or De'Aaron can work some of their magic. But it's going to be really tough for De'Aaron, too, because he has 5 personal fouls. One more foul, and he'll be out of this game. But he's had way too many offensive fouls to be sustainable. They can't keep him in the game if he keeps doing that. Getting too many charges right there. Kings better clamp down on D. Yes, they need to. I want to see better defense from Bagley. He's not looking very, very good. Brandon Moreland, thank you so much for subbing, my man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody who subscribes. It's really, really nice. Make sure you let me know when you do subscribe. I'll be sure to shout you out. Fourth quarter starting here in just a second. Inbound coming. The Kings need to do some heavy work to get there. Not a good fourth quarter. 34 points scored. Yes, we got to get that goal, Bradley. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for reminding the chat to get that goal. Thank you for subbing One Love 679. I appreciate you. 34 points for the Suns in that third quarter. Now here is Javon Carter. Chris Paul, I'm sorry, and he gives it down to Cam Johnson, and Cam Johnson gets the swift finish. That's not the defense the Kings need. They need to really clamp down. They're going to play Tyrese Halliburton at point now for the Kings. He's got the ball up top, gives it over to Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes, he can shoot. Hasn't had much of a chance in this game. Goes inside and bricks a layup, but he'll be fouled by Ayton. Hit the ground pretty hard, but he got right back up. Need Kings to cover 10.5. We'll see. I think that they can cover 10.5. Yeah, as long as they can play defense, they can definitely cover that. Cavs starting hot this season. Yeah, I don't think that they're in the playoff picture, but I definitely... Well, they've had a pretty easy schedule. Who have they played has been difficult. And Barnes misses a free throw. King can't have that right now. Barnes starts 0 for 1 from the free throw line here in this fourth quarter. He has one more to hit that second free throw. Been close all game. Yes, you are so correct, but the Suns blew that right open when they started scoring again. Now here are the Suns on the other end. Chris Paul with the ball. He crosses the logo. Up top, he's guarded by Joseph. Now here is Bridges. He's going to go to work on Halliburton. Gets a switch. Now he's on Whiteside. Gets lots of space. Pops his shot. And will he get the bounce? Yes, he will. Took 2 big bounces. And ultimately, he's going to get the shooter's roll. That one will go down. Remember, we're trying to get to 175 subs. Now here's Halliburton for the Kings. Outside to Bjelica. Can he hit it? Yes, he can. Bjelica, steady shooter for the Sacramento Kings. 82-94. Bjelica, very important 3 right there. See if the Suns can make another quick score. Now here's Chris Paul. Chris Paul guarded up top by Joseph. Gets a screen from Ayton. He'll go inside. Dumps off to Ayton. And Ayton with the nice finish inside. Big bucket for the Suns. Keeping that lead up to 14. Now here are the Kings. Up top it's Joseph. Now down low to Barnes. Barnes goes inside, and the spin move layup is good. 84-96. The Suns starting to, or not the Suns, the Kings starting to score again. They got to start defending, though. Now here's Chris Paul. Chris Paul goes inside, swings it back outside to Campaign, and now Ayton with his jump shot. That one is rimmed in and out, and now it's going to be rebounded by Joseph for the Kings. Joseph gives it over to Halliburton. He wants to shoot, doesn't. Bjelica spins, powers through, but he can't finish. Whiteside didn't give enough effort to get that rebound. I got to see him getting some more effort. Now here's Chris Paul for the Suns. Gets a screen from Ayton. Big screen right there. And that's going to be a foul as Joseph couldn't get around him. Chris Paul has the ball on a string. One of the best ball handlers in the league. He's a great distributor. Has 10 assists tonight. Not very many points, but 10 assists. That'll do you. Now here's Chris Paul up top, guarded by Joseph. Gets another screen from Ayton. That time, Joseph's able to get around it. But there's Chris Paul with a crazy spin shot. Wow, spin fader right there for Chris Paul, and he nails it. The Phoenix Suns are just blowing this game wide open. They're not going to be able to come back if the Kings if they don't start scoring right now. Here's Barnes. He gives it to Whiteside. Whiteside up at the elbow. Gives it outside to Halliburton. Halliburton goes inside. Swing pass to Barnes. And Barnes with the finish. 86-98. 12-point game. But they got to get defensive stops now. If you're the Kings, you need to start playing defense. Now, here is Chris Paul for the Suns. Chris Paul, Whiteside on him. Big switch, and Barnes gets the ball back. Barnes heading down the floor for the Kings. 33 people in the chat. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel and hit that like button. Now, here's Bjelica for the Kings. Whiteside will take a jumper. That one's good. That's the Whiteside you want to see if you're Sacramento. He's got a smooth jumper for a big man. Now here is Ayton for the Suns. Ayton gives it over to Bridges. Bridges going inside. Swing pass to Chris Paul. Tough pass right there too. 7 on the shot clock for the Suns. Good defense right here by the Kings. Will it be enough? And Chris Paul can't hit the jump shot. Yes, that defense will be enough. And Sacramento can get it under double digits right here. But a bad pass. And Halliburton somehow caught that. Goes outside to Joseph, and he can't hit it. It's going to be rebounded by Ayton. Now here is Chris Paul. Chris Paul gives it down low to Cam Johnson, and he'll score 100-88. Gets it back up to a 12-point game. Got to get stops. CP3 is going to get a double-double. I think so too. And now there's going to be a timeout. Suns need to talk it over. Luke Walton, the coach of the Suns, didn't like what he saw. Buddy Hield been quiet against the Suns. Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting a bigger game from Buddy, but so far nothing crazy. On the floor right now for both teams, we got Cam Johnson, Miles Bridges, DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, and Langston Galloway. Langston Galloway, a crazy good shooter. 3 for 3 so far in this game. Langston Galloway, 9 points for him. By the way, if you haven't already, Our sub goal tonight is 175. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, we are really close to hitting that goal. So please hit it. We are at 164. If we could get just 10 more subs, I would really appreciate it. 34 people in the chat. I think Buddy tired from that run in Denver. Yeah, no joke. But Buddy can call game. You know, I think that they're gonna cover this. They're gonna cover this deficit. It's just a matter of if they can win or not. 88 to 100 is our score. We got 7:33 left in the fourth quarter. 37 people in the chat. Make sure if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I do all NBA teams, and I do take suggestions for what games you guys want to see. So let me know. I will be sure to do that game. I would appreciate it if you subscribed, everybody. Trying to get to 175. Make sure to put in the chat, what do you think the final score is going to be of this game? Who do you think is going to win? Right now, DeAndre Ayton leading the Suns in rebounds. 15 for him. 21 points for Cam Johnson, having a great game so far. Buddy Hield with 17. Very good game for both teams. Just might not be enough for the Sacramento Kings. We'll see what happens here. By the way, we are in a commercial break. So while you have the chance, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'd appreciate it. 165 now. We're 10 off. Everybody go and smash that subscribe button. I would appreciate it a lot. A little over 7.5 to go. We are getting ready to go again in this fourth quarter. Very important final stretch here for the Kings. Trying to keep that 2-0 record at an undefeated spot. Might not be able to happen, though. The Suns looking very solid tonight. Cam Johnson has a huge scoring night at 21 on the bench. Very important for the Kings. Or very important for the Suns, sorry. 166 now. We are super close to 175 subscribers. That'd be a big Christmas present for me. I would really appreciate it. Langston Galloway checks in for the Suns now. He's already got 9 points in this game. Now here's Harrison Barnes to inbound for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox, he has 5 personal fouls. He'll catch the inbound. Got to play very careful if you're De'Aaron Fox. And a turnover by De'Aaron Fox. Maybe a little bit too careful. And he gives it to Mikal Bridges. And Bridges trying to put the ice on this game. He goes in, sweeps in, and scores the layup. Here's Fox on the other end for the Kings. They got to score right now. Fox has the ball, looking to give it to Rashawn Holmes up top. Now Rashawn Holmes gives it to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield goes inside, pops a floater. Will he get the bounce? No. Going to be rebounded, and a tough rebounded by Mikal Bridges. He audibly just cussed very loud in the arena. But Buddy Hield trying to get something going, but it is not going to work as far as I can see. Now here is Chris Paul for the Suns. Chris Paul gives it over to DeAndre Ayton at the top of the key. Ayton drives over, and it's going to be an offensive foul, a wrap on DeAndre Ayton right there. Not sure how they called that. Again, we are trying to get to 175 subscribers. We are super close. We're at 166 right now. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Frank Kaminsky checks back in for the Suns. They're going to sit Ayton and Galloway. And Cam Payne will also check in for them. Now here is Fox for the Suns. Again, they have to score right now if they want any chance to win. Fox driving. Kicks it back out to Buddy Hield. That ball is stolen by Devin Booker. He goes up with his shot, and that one's going to be tipped out by Buddy Hield, but it'll stay with the Suns. Remember, this game is really close, so remember to stick around. We'll see if the Suns can cover this deficit, but it's not looking too good for it. Or if the Kings can cover this deficit, but it's not looking too good for them. Outside to Kaminsky off the inbound. Kaminsky goes inside, passes it outside to Bridges. 4-3. Maybe the ice on the game. Yes, sir. Mikal Bridges, it's going to be pretty hard for them to cover that 10.5 Urban Sports. That's going to be a foul against Cameron Payne on the other end. 105 to 88 now is our score. We got 6:20 left to play in the game. 88-105 again is our score. Up by 17, the Phoenix Suns. Rashawn Holmes off of the inbound from Barnes. Now here is up top. Fox, he gives it to Hield, and Hield is short on his three. Not looking too good right now. Watching from Brazil, thank you for stopping in. And Crowder from deep, he can't hit. Make sure you subscribe if you already have. That is game, folks. I think so too. And here is Fox. Fox looking to get some space for a three, but he does get space for a jumper, and he can't hit. There's just a cap on the basket right now, and Booker goes the other way. He'll get an and one. Nice bucket to seal the game for Phoenix. There's 5 minutes, but they would have to make the comeback of the century to hit this game and make it closer. That'd be very tough. 38 people in the chat. Thank you so much for everybody being in here. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. We're at 166. The goal is 175. I think we can get there. That's 9 people. And Buddy Hield, Devin Booker at the line. He's short. Again, 39 people in the chat. Please do be sure to hit that like button. Halliburton with a catch and shoot three. He can hit it still. 91-107. Halliburton will not go away. Now here is Kaminsky. Gives it over to Booker. Booker got Hield on his back, but he'll have to kick it out to Bridges. Booker back with the ball now with the logo. Booker, big shot. Can't hit it. That was a three from the logo. He wanted all of that. Now here, Hield goes inside. Now here's Halliburton for the Kings. Halliburton gives it back to Holmes. Now to Kyle Guy, the guy out of Virginia. Oof, boy, that went right off of Kaminsky's face, but it's going to be rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges now gives it down low to Frank Kaminsky. Frank Kaminsky gives it to Crowder. Crowder, the strong finisher, gives it back out to Bridges, and Bridges will get fouled. And that's going to be on the floor. Could have been on the shot right there. Well, what do you know? Remember this sub. Yep. Suns are going to win this game, I think. Make sure to subscribe, though. Make sure to subscribe before we end this game. We're trying to get to 175. Now here's Crowder with the ball for the Suns. Gives it out to Kaminsky. He'll shoot a three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Bagley for the Kings. Now here's Buddy Hield. Bagley looking to set a screen but won't. Buddy Hield doesn't want it. He wants ISO. Buddy Hield goes down the floor. Guarded by Kaminsky. Tough. And Kyle Guy goes up. He can't finish, and he hit the ground hard right there. Buddy Hield might have taken a very, very hard fall, but he gets back up. He's all good. They've had bad defense for a while. Yeah, that's true. Kings have not been playing too well for a little bit. I don't think Ayton's so good. I do think Ayton's pretty good. Kyle Guy is going to be at the line now for Sacramento. Out of Virginia, was the best player on that team when they won the championship back in 2018, if I'm not corrected. It might have been 2019. And that one is good from Kyle Guy at the line. And Glenn Robinson III will check back in. Kyle Guy's second shot at the line. That one's also good. Very good free throw line shooter is Kyle Guy. 93-107 is our score. We got 4:10 left to play in the third. And now here is Devin Booker with the ball. He gets it back to Payne. Payne gives it back to Booker. Booker with 4 minutes left. He goes inside. Looking for a step back and gets the step back. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Booker comes alive in the second half and starts spinning out points. 109-93 now. The Suns way ahead. And Bagley for a deep three. Can't hit that one. Now they're just chucking up shots. Not going to be an easy game to come back with 3:32 left to play. But make sure you stick around till the end of the game. Now out to Kaminsky for three. That one's good. Kaminsky nails the three. 112-93. And now here's Buddy Hield with his 3. Nothing is going for the Kings. And here's Cam Payne. Watching this for fantasy reasons. Yeah, that's fair enough. Here's Payne. Payne gives it to Kaminsky. Now down to Booker. Booker working on Kyle Guy. He gives it outside to Payne. Now back to Kaminsky. Kaminsky wanted to shoot the 3, but he'll go inside. A nice finish by Frank Kaminsky with the finger roll right over Kyle Guy. Frank Kaminsky comes alive at the end of this game as well for the Phoenix Suns. And now there will be another timeout as the Kings fell apart at the end of this game, hoping to get a little bit. Suns now, it's better than Warriors. We'll see. I think that's definitely a possibility, though. Kings lost. Yes, it looks like they have lost. Make sure, though, before you guys decide to head out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. 166 is our number right now. We're trying to get to 175. Make sure you hit it. And make sure you put it in the chat when you hit it. I will definitely give you a shout out. I really appreciate all of my subs. We got 114 and 93. Suns are in the lead. Big lead for the Suns. 21 points, in fact. It's going to be very, very tough for the Kings to come back. I don't think they even have a chance with 2:46 left in the fourth quarter. I do appreciate everybody stopping in, though. Hope everybody's having a very good night. 167 subscribers. I really appreciate it. 23-point lead for the Lakers at halftime. Yeah, the Wolves are a very good team, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if they close that gap a little bit. 30 people in the chat. Thank you so much for everybody being in here. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also like the stream if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 175 subscribers. We're at 167 right now. Coming out of this timeout right now by the Kings. They wanted to talk it over just at the end of the game. Maybe get some extra reps. Thank you for following Ramulo Norbega. Barnes line, I will tell you right now. Barnes has, or actually I'll just let you look at it. Harrison Barnes right now has 10 points on 4 for 6 shooting. Has 10 total points. He's got 7 rebounds, no assists. Minus 15 on the floor, though, for Barnes. He hasn't had a fantastic game, but he's good enough for fantasy if that's what you're looking for. Tyrese Halliburton has had a very, very solid game. 27 minutes for Tyrese. He's had 15 points. Mikal Bridges for the Suns. Very, very solid. He has 22 points, 9 for 15 field goals, and 7 rebounds. Top players on both teams right there. Now, here is the final stretch of this game. Kyle Guy is going to inbound for the Sacramento Kings. 2:46 left to play, by the way. Glenn Robinson III will check in for Marvin Bagley. And Kyle Guy will now take the inbound, it looks like. Or no. Monty Williams will take the inbound here. I'm going to switch you guys back to the in-game stats. Now here outside for the Kings is Robinson. He loses the ball. And Javon Carter goes inside, and his lay-in is good. Do I think Booker is an all-star? Yes, I do think Booker is an all-star for sure. For the Suns, that's 117 and 93. 116, sorry. Now outside for the Kings, that 3 is off. Going to be rebounded by Cam Payne. Cam Payne looking for some space. Gives it to Kaminsky. Now out to Javon Carter. Javon Carter going inside. Again, the Suns team isn't super deep, so they have to play all of these guys very consistently. Out to Crowder. Now down low to Kaminsky. He spins. Can't get the finish. But now it will go to Kyle Guy. Kyle Guy gives it down low to Glenn Robinson III. Robinson steps back, gives it down low for Woodard, and he gets the roll to go. That's his first NBA regular season bucket this year. I think they're just calling timeouts to get some extra reps. Make sure if you haven't already and you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Sorry if my audio got a little bit low there. I mean for that to happen. And Kaminsky outside gives it to Javon Carter for 3. No good. Rebounded by Woodard the second. Woodard going down low. And that's going to be a block on Cam Payne. 95 to 116. 109 to play in the fourth quarter. Again, make sure if you're new to the channel and you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 175. We're at 167 right now. Tyshawn Alexander, the rookie out of Creighton, will check in. Love watching him. He's from my hometown, Omaha. And the first free throw is an air ball by Woodard. That's all right. That's all right. First free throws in the NBA for Woodard, by the way. Woodard's second one at the line. And that one is off as well. 95 to 116. 104 left to play in the fourth quarter. And here goes Langston Galloway. He misses his shot, gives it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky to Javon Carter. Javon Carter outside, gets some space on Glenn Robinson. Goes inside, and he can't finish, but it's going to be rebounded by the Kings. Now here on the other end is outside. Kyle Guy, 4-3. Yes, sir. Kyle Guy. Nice shot. 98. Yes, that was very funny that he missed his free throw, but he's a rookie. It's okay. Now here is outside Tyshawn Alexander, the rookie out of Creighton. He goes inside. Now outside to Frank Kaminsky, the third. Back to Tyshawn Alexander. Pull-up J by Tyshawn is no good. And that's going to go out of bounds. Kings ball. Little Man No Sports, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Kyle Guy now for the Suns. Goes inside. Passes it down low for Ramsey. And Ramsey finishes the bucket for the Kings. And the Suns will walk it out. 100 to 116 will be your final score tonight. Make sure before you guys head out, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, everybody. We had a great game tonight. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with me on this one. But make sure we're trying to hit 175. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. $100 to 116 again is your final score tonight. If you like what you've seen so far today, make sure to hit that button. Go Suns. I'll see you, Abdullah. Thank you so much for stopping in, my guy. I appreciate it. Go Suns. Yes, the Suns playing very, very well to start the season. 167 subscribers right now. Please, before you guys head out, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so, so much for watching, everybody. And we'll take a quick look at the stats before I head out. Let's take a look here. For the Suns, the starters, some of them had good games. We had Jay Crowder. He only had 2 points in this game. Mikal Bridges had 22. Big game for him. We also had DeAndre Ayton with 11. Chris Paul with 8. Is there a WhatsApp group discussion? There is not. But I will be making a Discord soon if you guys would like to join that. We have Devin Booker. Devin Booker had 20 points in this game. Frank Kaminsky had 11. Cam Johnson had 21. And Jones had 0. Damian Jones. Cam Payne had 7. Javon Carter had 5. Langston Galloway had 9. Tyshawn Alexander did not score, but he only had 1 minute to play. For the Kings, it was Holmes. He had 8. Marvin Bagley III had 11. Harrison Barnes had 10. Most of the starters did not score in the second half, which was very interesting. You don't usually see that from a very good team like the Kings. Make sure, by the way, before you head out, hit that subscribe button. We're at 168. If everybody in here subscribed, we could be well over that 175 goal. I would really appreciate it if everybody in here just took a quick minute and subscribed. And just looking at the rest of this roster, we had Joseph. He had 9. Tyrese Halliburton had 15. Great game for him. And we also had 6 for Hassan Whiteside. 2 points for Woodard, the rookie out of Arkansas. He was the 40th pick. And it actually might have been Mississippi State. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jabari Parker did not play, or Parker. It's not Jabari Parker. Overall, good game from both teams. The Suns just came out on top in that second half. Came out swinging. We can see in the scoring breakdown that we had Phoenix with 34 points, Sacramento with 25 in the third quarter. That's what really blew this game wide open. And then the fourth quarter was more even at 26 and 22. Phoenix being the edge on that with 26 points in the fourth. Remember, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button real quick before you guys head out, because I would really appreciate to get to 175 subscribers by the end of the night. So once again, this game was very interesting. We had De'Aaron Fox. He quickly got out to a bad second half, getting all of those offensive fouls, which is very tough for any player to have, but you don't really see that very much from him, so it was weird to see all of those offensive fouls racking up. Very interesting game, though. Devin Booker came to play in that second half. He had 20 points in total. I do think he is definitely an all-star, but I love Devin Booker, man. He is always going to show up to games. He's always going to play very well, especially towards the end of games. He's very clutch. But, yeah, so remember, before you guys head out, make sure to subscribe. I really appreciate